Bonjour, welcome everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm so happy you're joining me this morning because today we are talking about the OM-1. I am super excited. I'm going to show you what I've done to the camera since I got it in terms of buttons, in terms of setting, and how to customize your settings. So let's get to it. So first of all, I want to apologize because I'm having a lot of issue with my Rode mic. Hopefully it will record, but it looks like the receiver is half dead, so I can't control anything. So fingers crossed it's going to work. But that's not the point of this video. This video is really all about this awesome new camera, the OM-1. And I want to show you in like 5 minutes what I've done for it to be ready to go and shoot. So the first thing I did before anything else was clicking on OK. It sent me to my basic menu, and at the bottom, it's in the middle. I have two cards, so you have those two slots, and I click and I moved to RAW. I changed it to RAW. Some photographers like to do JPEG and RAW. That's not my case. I processed all my photographs on Lightroom, so for me RAW is a must. And while I'm in this menu, so right on the left, so once I'm on card slot setting, you press OK, and here I move to save to both cards, applying the same setting. Even if one card becomes full, the other can still be saved too. So that is the setting that I want. So once I am done with this initial setting with the raw files and how to save my files on my cards, I'm going to concentrate on the buttons and kind of restructure this camera in a way that makes sense for my photography. And there is the AF on button, which wasn't there. I am so excited by the AF on button. It's one extra button that I'm gonna use a lot. And so this is how I set the button. So back in my main menu, here you see the little clock. I click on the clock and this stays the same. This I want to be able to record. So this is, stop movie recording. And then the AF on, it will stay AF on. It will be great for macro and for bird. So I'm very, very excited about the AF on button. AL, you see I switch it to subject detection. So if I press on AL, it will move to detect bird or to detect cats. And so for example, if I'm here and I press on AF, you can see here now it's detected, it's the bird. And then if I press on it, and then I can just then switch from the different type of detection. So of cars, train, plane, bird, cats and dogs, and then I can untangle. So here now I'm with cat, I'm not with cat, press again and then turn the wheel, and I'm going to put it for birds, which is mostly what I do. So it's here, but if I don't want it to detect the birds, I just can unclick here. Now let's go back. Those two front buttons here, I want to magnify. So that's what I have it here. And then the second one will be peak. And the rest is exactly the same. I'm not changing anything else here. And then a few things that I will change in the menu. So if I click on menu, and then you want to go to here, press on the left, and then go to silent setting, and then flash mode, and you want to allow. So now I'll be able to have the camera take care of the flash and how long it needs to recharge when I am going to do focus stacking, for example. And I learned this thanks to Claire, who did an amazing job at telling us all about computational features of the OM-1. I'm going to put the link below if you want to go and listen to the video. Highly recommend it. Now, another article that I would recommend is the one from Chris. He's an amazing macro photographer. I'm going to put the link below. It was shared on Friday by OM System, and he gave you his setting as a macro photographer. And I was talking to him, and he told me that he's using the AF on button in his macro because it allows him to switch between manual and AF focus. So this is brilliant. I just really like this, because most of the time as a macro photographer, I'm gonna be in manual, but there are times where I need to switch to AF, and here it's just like press of a button. Just have to slightly move my thumb, and here we go. I'll be able to switch to AF. But you do need to do a little something in the menu to allow your AF on to be able to work when you are in manual mode. So Chris' article mentioned it, and I'm gonna show you how to do this. You just have to go in menu, and then you wanna be with here again. I'm just gonna advance a little faster from camera 1, camera 2, AF. You wanna go down, so here, to AF on in manual mode, and you want to make sure that it's on yes and click on OK. So now I'm going to show you how to customize your setting. First of all, you need to be on M, so make sure you are on M right here. Okay, so if you press here, it's locked. If you unpress, it's a little higher, then you can turn things. So you want the M, and then you want to click on OK. And then that's where you do all your changes. So here I want, I want all, and how I'm doing this, I'm turning here. So I'm moving to all because I want to do bird detection. It's for bird in flight. So that will be here. This stays the same. This I'm gonna do continuous AF plus tracking, and then this will be silent sequential, and the rest auto balance is fine. Here I'll do 4.5 because I'm shooting with the 150 to 400. Bird in flight, shutter speed should be 1250, but really depend what type of bird, but that's a good starting point. And here the auto, it's going to be auto ISO. So right now, I'm pointing down, so auto ISO is blinking, it's completely dark, but it will just give me the ISO. I trust my camera to give me the right ISO, and then I can do some modification, also quick modification here. If my bird is too dark or too white. But that's basically my setting. And then this I move from ESP to spot. It really depends on the situation, but just for this I want it to be as general as possible, so I'm going to leave it on ESP. Now that I have everything, what I will do is I'm going to click on menu to save it, and I'm going to do, it's the first menu, so camera 1, and it's page 1, and you see custom setting, click OK, and then C1, see I've already set it, but I'm going to do it again, set assign and then set, and here we go. So now if I go to C1, the settings will be set. See, those are the same exact setting that I saved. So very easy, and a great way to, in a rush, if you're doing landscape, and all you have to do is just, you know, I'm here, I'm doing landscape, here we go, C1, and I'm ready to take a bird in flight. So that's it for my custom settings. Very, very simple. I don't like to go too complicated. That's all I need for me to be able to get my camera and go out and take some fun photos. So I'm wondering what your settings are. What did you change when you got this camera? I know there are a lot of amazing photographers who are doing videos, and they really went deep diving into the settings of this camera, which I will do in the future. But for now, I'm very eager to, you know, go and shoot. So I don't like to change too many things, and I will do more changes as I progress with this camera. So let me know in the comments what you're thinking of this camera, what your settings are, if you would recommend that I do something else on this camera, other settings that I should take a look at. And until next week, happy shooting, au revoir!